Imagine for a moment that your prayers are like a pure, celestial melody, a song of faith that echoes through the heavens. Now, visualize an angelic being, with a majestic and serene presence, listening attentively to each of those prayers, not just as a listener, but as a divine conductor who transforms each supplication into a glorious symphony. This being is Sandalphon, the angel known as the guardian of celestial music. Sandalphon doesn't just listen to your prayers, he elevates and harmonizes them, turning each one into a melody that resounds with beauty and devotion at the throne of God. Every word you say is carefully woven into a divine symphony, a testimony to your faith and hope. In this video, we'll explore the unique and fascinating role of Sandalphon, and how it does more than simply hear our prayers. He is the link between the human and the divine, the intermediary who ensures that our voices are not only heard, but exalted in a song of pure heavenly beauty. Get ready for a journey that will reveal how your prayers come to life and find a special place in the high heavens, strengthening your spiritual connection and rekindling the flame of faith. Don't miss this opportunity to discover Sandalphon's profound impact on your spiritual life. Sandalphon is one of the most important and fascinating archangels in the celestial realm, known for performing a unique function of great responsibility. But who exactly is this angel, and what is the true meaning of his presence in our spiritual journey? Sandalphon is not only a divine messenger, he is often described as the guardian of prayers, the angel in charge of listening to the supplications of human beings and raising them directly to the throne of God. He acts as a spiritual bridge between earth and heaven, harmonizing our prayers and ensuring that every request, no matter how simple or complex, is heard and received with divine attention. In addition, Sandalphon is often associated with celestial music, transforming prayers into a spiritual symphony that resonates in the heavens, reflecting faith and the desire to connect with the divine. As an extremely important figure in Christianity and esoteric traditions, his role goes beyond simply carrying prayers. He personifies hope and the belief that our voices are always heard by God, reinforcing our faith and our connection with the sacred. Imagine for a moment that every prayer you say is like a unique and precious melody, a pure expression of your faith and hope. Every time you kneel down to pray or simply make a silent supplication, you are sending a song from your heart towards the divine. Now, visualize an angelic being of incomparable majesty, Sandalphon, attentive to each of these melodies. His presence is like a celestial symphony that harmonizes the sound of your prayers, transforming them into a symphony that echoes through the high heavens. Sandalphon plays a crucial and divine role. He is much more than just a listener, he is the keeper of the celestial music, a title that reflects his essential role in elevating our prayers. But what does this really mean? Every prayer, be it a small supplication or a great intercession, is received by Sandalphon and instead of just being heard, is carefully shaped and harmonized. He transforms these words into a divine melody, a song of pure beauty that resonates in the heavenly realms. This sublime angel not only ensures that our prayers reach God, but he elevates them in a way that reflects the purest devotion and beauty. Imagine your prayer as a musical note that, when played, blends with other notes, creating a symphony that touches God's heart. Sandalphon makes this heavenly symphony perfect and worthy of his divine presence. He is the conductor of this great heavenly orchestra, ensuring that the harmony and purity of divine music is maintained at all times. When you understand Sandalphon's function, you realize how much he values and cares for every prayer. With every prayer you make, there is a dedicated angel who transforms it into something sublime, something that is not only heard, but appreciated and celebrated in heaven. This process of transformation not only strengthens your spiritual connection, but also enriches the experience of prayer, making every word count and every feeling have a special place in God's heart. So every time you pray, know that Sandalphon is there to ensure that your prayer becomes a beautiful heavenly melody, uplifting your spirit and strengthening your faith. The presence of Sandalphon is not just a fascinating detail of spirituality, it represents a vital and profound link between the earthly and heavenly worlds. Imagine that with every prayer you make, whether in a moment of joy or need, you are sending a message from your soul beyond the clouds, towards the throne of God. But how does this message reach its destination? That's where Sandalphon's essential role comes in. This magnificent angel doesn't just listen to your prayers. He is responsible for carrying and presenting each prayer with the utmost care and reverence. Think of Sandalphon as a heavenly messenger of extraordinary importance, who not only delivers your supplication to God, but also ensures that it is received in the most honorable and meaningful way possible. He is like a pointer on a spiritual compass, guiding your words so that they reach the most sacred place in the universe. The spiritual connection provided by Sandalphon is a powerful reminder that our prayers are valuable and that there is a constant flow of communication between us and the divine. Every prayer you make is not just heard, it is treated with love and attention. Sandalphon strengthens this connection, ensuring that your communication with God is clear and pure. It transforms the experience of prayer into something much deeper and more meaningful, ensuring that your faith not only remains intact, but is enriched. When you pray, imagine that you are in dialogue with the divine via a direct line, where every word is carefully captured and presented. Sandalphon acts as the guardian of this line, making sure that your words are elevated with the purest intention and that your faith is strengthened. He makes you feel that your prayers are important and that, regardless of difficulties or doubts, they have a real and positive impact. This spiritual connection goes beyond the simple act of praying. It involves a deep and respectful relationship between you and the universe, mediated by an angel who is dedicated to ensuring that your prayers are received and answered. With Sandalphon as your intermediary, your prayers become a vibrant part of the celestial symphony, uplifting your spirit and strengthening your belief in true and meaningful communication with the divine. Sandalphon's importance in spiritual life is profound and multifaceted, acting as a fundamental pillar that supports our connection with the divine at all times, especially during the most challenging periods of our lives. By understanding the vital role it plays, we can better appreciate how its presence impacts our spiritual journey and provides us with a sense of hope and support. When we face times of need, pain, or doubt, it can be easy to feel isolated and question whether our prayers are really being heard. It is precisely at these times that Sandalphon's presence becomes even more significant. Imagine that you are going through an emotional or spiritual storm, and your words become a silent cry in the midst of the chaos. Sandalphon is the angel who is there to ensure that, even when you feel lost, your prayers are not forgotten, but carefully carried and presented to God. Sandalphon acts as a beacon of hope and encouragement. He is a constant reminder that, despite the difficulties we may face, we are never alone in our prayers. His presence gives us the confidence that our words have a deep and true value. When you pray, you can feel a weight lifted, knowing that there is a heavenly being dedicated to listening and passing on your supplications with the utmost reverence. This knowledge can be deeply comforting, especially when you need a sense of divine closeness and support. Sandalphon's function goes beyond the simple act of hearing and delivering prayers. It symbolizes continued hope and faith. Every time you say a prayer, Sandalphon reminds us that these words are more than just sounds in a void. They are transformed into a powerful and meaningful message, received with love and attention in the heavenly realm. He encourages us to keep praying, believing that our communication with God has impact and importance. This angel encourages us to keep our faith and persist in the practice of prayer, even when answers seem slow in coming or when we feel helpless. Sandalphon's constant presence ensures that, regardless of the circumstances, our connection with the divine is maintained and strengthened. It offers us a sense of security and support, knowing that there is a heavenly presence that is attentive to our needs and concerns. In addition, Sandalphon helps us to realize that prayer is not just a way of asking for help, but also a means of deepening our relationship with God. He shows us that our prayers are a form of continuous dialogue with the divine, that each word is a step towards a deeper and more meaningful connection. By transforming our prayers into a heavenly symphony, he not only facilitates communication with the divine, but also highlights the power and meaning of each prayer. In short, Sandalphon's importance in the spiritual life is inestimable. He is the guardian who ensures that our prayers are not only heard, but also valued and respected. His presence is a constant reminder that we are always in communication with the divine, even in the darkest moments. By encouraging us to keep praying and believing, Sandalphon strengthens our faith and provides us with a deep sense of support and hope, ensuring that our spiritual journey is always illuminated by the light of heavenly connection. As we reach the end of this deep dive into Sandalphon's fascinating life and role, it's impossible not to feel a renewed sense of connection and hope. Imagine, for a moment, the magnitude of your spiritual journey being accompanied by a celestial being as dedicated as Sandalphon. He's not just a guardian who hears your prayers, he's the conductor who transforms each plea into a symphony of devotion, raising your message to the highest realms of heaven. Sandalphon is the link between the human and the divine, a symbol that our prayers are much more than empty words. Every time you kneel down to pray or whisper a cry for help, remember that Sandalphon is there, listening attentively and lovingly, ensuring that your prayers are presented to God in all purity and reverence. He is living proof that, even in our loneliest and most challenging moments, we are not alone. Our communication with the divine is constant and respected, thanks to the tireless work of this majestic angel. Imagine the consolation of knowing that as you face life's ups and downs, your prayers are not only heard, but transformed into a heavenly melody that echoes through the gates of heaven. Sandalphon not only ensures that your words are delivered, but also that they are presented with the deepest beauty and devotion. Its presence is a constant reminder that the faith you put into your prayers is valued and that every expression of your soul has a real and meaningful impact. As you reflect on Sandalphon's role, you may feel a renewed sense of peace and confidence. Each prayer is an opportunity to connect with the divine in a deep and meaningful way. Sandalphon teaches us that even when times are hard and answers seem distant, our prayers are being carefully shaped and sent to heaven with the highest regard. He is testimony to the fact that spirituality is a path of constant and true communication, where every word counts and every feeling is heard. So keep saying your prayers with the certainty that they are not just being recorded, but are being elevated with the most sublime celestial harmony. Sandalphon is there to ensure that your voice is heard and that your connection with the divine is strengthened at every step. The faith you place in your prayers is reflected in the dedication of this angel, and this unique relationship is what makes your spiritual journey truly special. And so we come to the end of this fascinating journey about Sandalphon, the angel who lifts our prayers to God's throne with a touch of heavenly harmony. I hope this deep dive into Sandalphon's essential role has brought you a new level of understanding and inspiration. Imagine the beauty and devotion he puts into every prayer you make. It's truly moving and encouraging to know that your words are treated with such reverence and love. If you found this video as fascinating as we did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to stay up to date with all our updates and new content. Your support is essential if we want to continue bringing you more engaging and informative videos like this one. And if you like what you see, leave a like to show us that you value these spiritual explorations and want to see more. We love to hear your opinions and experiences. So don't hesitate to leave a comment below sharing your own stories about how your prayers were answered or what you thought of Sandalphon's role. Your participation enriches our community and helps us create even more relevant and interesting content. And before you go, keep exploring our channel. We have a variety of amazing videos appearing on your screen right now, covering equally fascinating topics about angels and spirituality. We're sure you'll find something that will capture your imagination even more and deepen your knowledge. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for watching. Your presence and engagement are very important to us. Until next time, may Sandalphon continue to uplift your prayers and strengthen your connection with the divine.